Hello everyone, it's Alexis. In today's video, I will be talking about customizing your avatar. In the last video I did in Dreams and Beyond, I went a bit into how you can sort of customize a safe space for you, create that place in your mind. And you can do that same thing, customizing who you are, who you see yourself as in your mind. But I want to get a bit more into taking that visual image of how you see yourself on the inside and bringing that on to the outside. Now, a very easy way to start off with this is first just sitting down. Maybe you want to play some music, play meditation, maybe some frequency, self love. Maybe you want to play something that, is upbeat. Whatever gets you in a space of visualization the fastest and easiest. Now, it's not going to be perfect. You can always take your time and all that good stuff. Um, but going into it, you just want to have an open heart and an open mind. Now, with that, it's connecting to your higher self is really what you want to do. You want to connect to your higher self. How do you see yourself? How do you see yourself at your happiest, at your fullest, at your most content? How do you see yourself? Mentally, physically, spiritually, financially? How are you doing in that timeline? Or the timeline of your highest and greatest self. So just sitting there and visualizing, taking that time within to feel for it. Now you can always write it out like, I see myself with this color hair. I see myself with this length of hair. Maybe I see myself with this style, with this tattoo, with this marking. You could draw it out, visualizing it. And sometimes it's a bit hard. Some people have a hard time seeing those images and getting that visualization. You can also get in words, descriptions. Whatever you're receiving, just know that you are connected to your highest and greatest self. You're receiving that from a good place, and that is why it's important that you go into this with an open heart. The importance, I feel, of bringing that into reality is because, a lot of people, they're sort of stuck in a place of, what's the word? Being dormant, I feel. A lot of insecurity is pushed onto us at a young age of, that's not ladylike, or, that's not very masculine. Growing up, we are told what looks good, what doesn't look good, what to say, what not to say. And these things are pushed onto us more and more as we get older. You're trying to get jobs, and so many restrictions are placed on us. And so when we have that time to ourselves, and when we sometimes look in the mirror, it's like we're not really happy with what we see sometimes. Or, again, going into the reading that I did, the general reading that I did, the first video, it was going into removing that mask. And I feel connecting with who you are on the inside and bringing that onto the outside is really going to help. Because at the end of the day, most times what people are presenting to you aren't really who they are. So if you want to wear colorful makeup, do it. If you want to wear your hair wild and crazy hairstyles, do it. If you want to get that tattoo, do it. Or if you want to dress more modestly, do it. Stop letting the restrictions of others stop you. Now, of course, if it's for work, because I understand, of course, take that into consideration. I'm not just saying, go against company rules and get yourself, fired. Don't do that, please. Don't quote me on that. But, do what makes you happy. And I think, especially in this day and age and in current times right now is really trying, and it's going to be harder to openly express yourself and openly be free. And all I can say to that is don't let that stop you. At the end of the day, we are our own people, we are our own person, and the only person that is allowed to judge is Source himself. And with Source, they carry an abundance of unconditional love. And you should carry that love within yourself as well. We are all capable of carrying that love within ourselves. This video kind of took a bit of a detour, but I swear it has a message. It's sort of like channeling, sort of like Source has something else um, that he wanted you guys to know. I don't know if you guys noticed, or I know it wasn't like everywhere. I'm not sure how that works technically, but after election day, after the results were released, I know a lot of people were affected um by the results, and that's all I'm going to do. That's as much as I'm going to say about that. um but the day right afterwards, it rained. It was a bit gloomy, it was a bit weird, but you want to know what came after that rain? A double rainbow. A double rainbow is what came the day afterwards. And for those of you who have maybe read the story of Noah in the ark, um, after he had flooded everything, Noah went on his boat. God sent down a double rainbow as a promise that he would not flood us. And seeing that again, because I feel like it's energetically we have changed. Energetically, things are going to be denser and they're going to be heavier, and it's going to take a toll on a lot of people, especially mentally. It's going to be a trying time. So, with that, I feel like he was like, just hold on tight, follow me, get on this boat. I have this boat for you. Take yourself and nobody else. Of course, there's no literal boat, but it's more of a promise of I've got you and you're safe and you're not going through this alone and nothing's going to get too bad, too horrible. Like, I'm not going to let everything just get burned to the ground. Um, and it's things like that I feel where it's like a lot of people don't realize that, Source is here. He's there and you can talk to him. You can openly just send a message. Like, a lot of times it's, you know, a lot of religions tell you, oh, well, you have to like pray in church, you have to attend church weekly, daily, you have to do this, that, and the third. If you commit this, that, and these many sins, he's going to ignore you. And that's not the case because he carries such an unconditional love. He's never going to really shut you out. I guess somebody needed to hear that. So for anyone who's going through a hard time right now, dealing with things, especially mentally, just know that he's here and he's open to communication. All you got to do is just speak your mind. Hey, Source, this is what I'm going through. I need help. I need guidance. Whew, just kind of emotional. Um, this goes into us being the children of God. That's who you are. And I feel like once you recognize that, it sort of frees your mind from the restrictions that are being placed on you in any way. What you do with your faith is your business. How you identify, that's your business. Sorry. Um, don't let the temptation and the anger and the rage that is going to be surrounding us and building up over time get to you. Don't let the disaster and the fear and the sadness weigh down on you. Don't let it, don't be, I guess, consumed by it. I don't know if any of you have watched the Disney movie Soul, I believe with Jamie Foxx in it, but there were like these souls, pretty much these souls, where they have no inspiration, they have no light, they have no push, they have no drive. And they get consumed by that and they become these huge sand monsters. And with that is, don't let it consume you. Don't let it get you stuck in the void. Don't let it get you stuck in this dark place. What he wants is for you to prosper and continue to prosper, and just know, don't give up. Don't don't let don't wave your white flag just yet. Everything's gonna work out. Feel like my video's kind of been hijacked, but I was pushed to do a video today. Just didn't know what I was gonna say. Guess it was for a reason. Let's see what else is coming through. Gosh. Some of you have people whispering in your ear, physically or spiritually, but whispering in your ear these negative thoughts. Oh, this is gonna happen. This is gonna happen. Oh my gosh, this is horrible. All this negativity is being fed to you, whether it's physically, spiritually, whether it's through electronics, it's being whispered in your ear, it's being fed to you. And what I'm hearing is that you need to clear that. Be careful what you watch, be careful what you read, because this is the time where it's like the other side is really going to be pushing that agenda. It's collection time, it's getting towards Christmas, Thanksgiving, Christmas. These are one of the like harder times for a lot of people. This is where a lot of you know, a lot of people rage quit. Um and so it's really going to be pushed this time of year because of what's going on today. And he wants keep that light. Just keep looking forward, don't look back. Keep looking forward and don't look back. When you watch those scary movies and you have the main character, they're running, and you're like, okay, you got this. And the one thing that we always tell them, we're always yelling at the TV, don't look back, don't look back. And every time they do look back, they trip themselves up. They always trip. And that's what messes them up. That's what gets them caught. That's what gets them, deleted. They always look back. Keep looking forward. Keep moving forward. If somebody decides to join you, so be it. But never look back. They can go by your side. They can go ahead of you, but never look back. If somebody maybe hasn't texted you and you felt like, maybe that was for the best, don't look back. Don't backtrack. Leave it in the past. You're currently being moved onto a new timeline. And in order to continue to move up those stairs, to not trip yourself up just to tumble back down, you cannot look back. Keep walking, and I guess this does go into activating your avatar, connecting to your higher self, walking up that ladder or those stairs to your higher self, to that main avatar, to being who you are. And you're gonna notice some changes within yourself, the way you think. Maybe you're thinking more positively. Maybe you realize, hey, I'm able to do these things or notice these things that I wasn't able to before. Or maybe you look in the mirror, I feel like I'm missing something. I feel like I need this, that, and the third. Main message. Source is here, and there's no need to worry. Keep moving forward and do not look backwards. While this video did take a turn, I know it was for a reason, and a lot of you may have needed to hear that. And yeah, until next time.